few Chicago Fire stars are set to exit the series, and one of them recently finished filming their last scene, resulting in a heartfelt goodbye. Over the years, several Chicago Fire characters have come and gone. The cast makeup certainly doesn't look the same as it did 13 years ago, and it's about to change some more in season 14. Daniel Kinney, who has starred as Darren Ritter in the original One Chicago TV show for an impressive 7 years and 8 seasons, has officially left Chicago Fire. The actor took to Instagram to reflect on his time on the NBC procedural drama and give thanks to his co-stars, representatives, fans, and the writers. Check out some of Kinney's musings below. Yesterday, I filmed my last scenes as Ritter, and I'm still so amazed that my first ever TV gig, a role that was originally meant for just 3 episodes, turned into 7 incredible years. 7? What? And spanned 8 seasons of this iconic show. While I know I may never find another cast and crew as amazing as this one, I intend to carry what I've learned from you to every set in the future. Chicago Fire changed my life. Bringing Darren Ritter to the screen has transformed and healed me in equal measure. He is a man who embodies empathy, humility, compassion, and unwavering bravery to save lives. His heroism is further fortified by the way he navigates the world. A gay black firefighter who is proud, fierce, loyal, and whole. A possibility I never got to see on screen in my childhood, but desperately craved. I am so humbled and proud to have portrayed you. I'm thrilled that my inner child would have looked at you each week in awe of everything you represent. You made history. Thank you so much, Darren Ritter. And goodbye. What Daniel Kinney's statement means for Ritter's future in Chicago Fire. Ritter's return after season 14 is unlikely. Ahead of the Chicago Fire season 13 finale, NBC announced that Kinney would be stepping down as a series regular. However, Kinney later confirmed that he would be reprising his role as Ritter at the beginning of Chicago Fire season 14, but only for a limited time. Now, Kinney has wrapped filming and is seemingly saying goodbye to Ritter for good. Kinney's post feels like a permanent farewell. The actor doesn't explicitly state that, but his heartfelt message and tribute to his character suggests that his time in the One Chicago universe has come to an end, and he might never return. While anything is possible, fans shouldn't be holding their breath, waiting for Ritter to come back after his last season 14 episode. Our take on Ritter leaving Chicago Fire. Ritter's fate is unknown. Nothing has been confirmed regarding how Chicago Fire is writing Ritter out of the show. However, if Kinney is to never return, perhaps viewers should be worried about Ritter's fate. The NBC procedural drama has never been afraid to kill off its main characters. Chicago Fire's first big death came in season 3, and Chief Pascal's wife, Monica, died in season 13. The series might have brought Kinney back as Ritter in season 14 just to kill him off. Or the reasoning behind his exit could be as innocent as him moving out of Chicago or transferring to a different firehouse. Whatever the case, Kinney is leaving, and fans must prepare to say goodbye to his character when Chicago Fire returns with season 14. Chicago Fire season 14 premieres on Wednesday, October 1st, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC. Enjoy Screen Rant's primetime coverage? Click below to sign up for our weekly Network TV newsletter. Make sure to check Network TV in your preferences and get the inside scoop from actors and showrunners on your favorite series. After more than a decade of fires, rescues, and emotional battles both inside the firehouse and beyond, Chicago Fire fans were hit with a wave of heartbreak as one of the show's most beloved stars finally gave a bittersweet farewell to the character they had embodied for 8 unforgettable seasons. A character whose journey had become as much a part of Firehouse 51 as the sirens that wailed across Chicago's city streets, and the goodbye itself wasn't just a quiet send-off written in the margins of a script, but a deeply emotional moment that resonated across the fandom, echoing with the weight of 8 years of loyalty, courage, personal struggles, triumphs, and the kind of found family bonds that made this series a staple for viewers who craved both high-stakes drama and grounded humanity. And as the actor addressed fans in interviews, social media posts, and a tearful behind-the-scenes video from set, the scope of what was being lost became painfully clear, because saying goodbye to a Chicago Fire character after such a long tenure isn't like moving a chess piece off the board. It's like extinguishing a flame that had burned brightly, lighting up countless storylines, carrying weight in pivotal arcs, and leaving marks on other characters that will linger long after the departure. And the star, visibly emotional as they thanked the cast, crew, writers, and most importantly the fans who had supported them since their very first episode, spoke of how the role had changed their life, how stepping into the heavy boots of a Chicago firefighter had pushed them to new depths as a performer, and connected them to a community of viewers who wrote letters about how episodes had helped them through grief, inspired them to join first responder programs, or simply gave them a place to feel less alone on lonely Wednesday nights. And hearing those words, fans couldn't help but reflect on the legacy this character leaves from collapsed buildings, the raw hospital visits after accidents, the moments of laughter in Molly's bar when life felt almost normal, the complicated romances that stirred debate across fan forums, the clashes with superiors that always tested loyalty to the firehouse versus personal principle, and above all, the quiet gestures of kindness, the small conversations with rookies, the heartfelt check-ins after tragedies, the moments of vulnerability that showed that behind every firefighter's bravery is a human being carrying scars, doubts, and dreams. And now, with this exit, the ensemble is left forever altered, because losing an 8-season veteran is like losing the steady heartbeat of the show, a heartbeat that had become woven into the rhythm of Chicago fire. And though the writers gave the character a send-off that was both poignant and respectful, whether through a final act of bravery in the line of duty or a decision to move forward with a new chapter of life away from the firehouse, there is an ache in knowing the firehouse doors will close one last time behind them, never again to swing open as they rush into danger alongside Severide, Kid, Herman, Cruz, or Bowden. And yet, the goodbye wasn't all sorrow, because the star infused it with gratitude, recalling memories of long days on set, of laughter between takes, of watching the one Chicago franchise grow into a television universe that gave fans something to look forward to every week. And the farewell reminded us that while characters may leave the screen, the impact of their stories lingers in the hearts of those who watched, much like the way a fire may burn out but its smoke and heat leave traces in the air. And so, as fans mourn this departure, they also celebrate the 8 seasons that gave us unforgettable moments. Times when this character carried others through the flames, offered emotional anchors during the storms of grief, or simply stood in the firehouse kitchen, cracking a smile that reminded us of the humanity behind the uniform. And the creative team, in honoring this goodbye, also acknowledged that the show's power lies not just in its adrenaline-fueled rescues but in the authentic, beating hearts of its characters. And while one flame has been extinguished, the series moves forward with new arcs, new rookies, and new struggles. Yet fans know the absence will be felt, like a chair left empty at Molly's, like a voice missing during roll call, like a laugh that used to echo in the truck now replaced by silence. And the actor, through tears and smiles, promised that while their time on the series had ended, the bond with fans would remain, that they would carry the lessons, memories, and love from their Chicago Fire family into every future role. And in that promise, the heartbreak of the goodbye softened just slightly, because though the character's story has closed, the legacy of 8 seasons burns brightly in the memories of fans, reminding everyone that farewells may hurt, but they also mean the story was worth telling, worth watching, and worth remembering forever. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my sister wives to our channel and stay with TS.